Welcome to today's 3-minute Catechism challenge. Refresh the knowledge of your Catholic faith with only a short commitment every day. With these short videos, beautifully animated in a hand-drawn style, learning about the faith has never been so engaging. This is a wonderful opportunity for parents to take on their godly responsibility to ensure that their children understand who He is. All who participate faithfully will have a good foundation of knowledge of their Catholic faith. Today's topic is, why do Catholics call on the saints?
Why do Catholics call on the saints? When you visit a Catholic church, you might notice that usually there are a bunch of statues of saints. Do these obstruct our view of Jesus? No, the saints do not obstruct our view. They, in fact, point toward Jesus. In the saints, we see what the grace of God is able to accomplish in the life of a mere human being. The saints are His creation. To honor the saints, then, doesn't take anything away from God. It's similar to these examples. When I praise a painting, I'm praising the artist who painted it. Or, when I praise a good meal, I'm praising the cook. To honor the saints, then, doesn't detract from the honor that is due to God alone. On the contrary, we praise in the saints the greatness of God and the power of His transforming grace. For whatever the saints are, they are through God. Now, not only do the saints not stand in our way, they even help us along on it. First, because they give us a concrete example of how to follow Jesus. And second, because they intercede for us with God. With intercession, it's like this. Jesus, of course, is the only mediator between God and man. But this doesn't exclude the intercession of the saints. After all, what did Jesus do on earth? He allowed people to share in His work. He entrusted ordinary people with His message. He lets us participate in His saving work. God isn't stingy here. On the contrary, He, who doesn't need man, wants him to share in His work. And why should this sharing in His work end with death? The saints are still alive in God, aren't they? After all, He's the God of the living, not of the dead. Those who are glorified by God are still a part of the church. We are connected to the church in the mystical body. They are our brothers and sisters in God. And if Holy Scripture calls upon us to pray for each other here on earth, how much more does this apply to those who have gone before us? So it indeed makes sense to call on the saints and ask their intercession. By the way, the veneration of saints, above all the veneration of the Virgin Mary, is not merely a Catholic thing. We find it in all ancient Christian churches that go back to the apostles. We find it not only in the Catholic West, but also in the Orthodox East and in the Orient, with the Greeks, Russians, Armenians, Copts, Ethiopians, Indians, or Syrians. The veneration of saints, then, is not only a Catholic thing, it's a Christian thing, ever since the earliest of times.
Don't forget to get your copy of the Catechism of the Catholic Church at the Ave Maria bookstore here at Guadalupe Media, while supplies last. Useful for this challenge as well as Father Mike Schmidt's Catechism in a Year, starting in January 2023. Thank you for partaking in today's 3-minute Catechism challenge. We look forward to your comments and engagement in the discussion boards.